Every winter, Vienna turns into one of the most festive cities in Europe. I visited every Christmas market in the city, and in this video you'll see 10 of them you absolutely can't miss. From the famous ones everyone knows, to the hidden gems almost nobody talks about. So, let's start exploring.
Hello everyone!
We are at the on-campus Christmas market, my personal favorite one.
What's special about this Christmas market is there are less people here.
So let's explore it together. When you enter this Christmas market, you immediately notice the different atmosphere. There are almost no tourists here, and it's a place where locals and especially students come to relax, giving the whole market a lively and authentic feel. This year it even expanded a bit with a small Ferris wheel added for the first time. It's also one of the best places for food. The goulash served in bread is absolutely delicious and costs €9.50. Another classic you should try is the baked potato, which you can load with sour cream, cheese, corn and plenty of other toppings. The mulled wine and punch here are fantastic as well, with creative flavors like pomegranate, pistachio hazelnut, caramel and more. Usually between €6.50 and €7.50 per mug. As you can see, the decorations are simple but charming. Warm lights, wooden stalls and just enough festive touch to make it cozy without feeling over the top. So right behind me is the entry to the Schönbrunn Christmas market, one of the most iconic ones in town. So let me show you around. Schönbrunn is one of the most iconic and beautiful Christmas markets in Vienna. The palace backdrop is stunning, especially in the evening. But because of that, it's also one of the most crowded and touristy markets in the entire city. So expect big groups and a lot of movement. Food-wise, there's something new worth trying out. Raclette, freshly scraped and served on a warm piece of black bread. Perfect on a cold winter night. And if you love sweets, Lindt has its own dedicated area where they sell hot chocolate, including the signature version made with their chocolate. Rich, creamy and definitely worth it. Even with the crowds, the setting makes it a special stop. Just be prepared for the popularity that comes with that beauty. Here's a quick tip before we continue. In this year you can finally pay with credit card at any Christmas market in Vienna. And the mug deposit is €5 at every Christmas market. But don't worry, you will get it back if you bring back the mug. Or you can keep it as a souvenir. Next up is Spittelberg. It's one of Vienna's lesser known Christmas markets, tucked between narrow streets and beautiful old buildings. The vibe here is lively, local and a little artsy, without feeling touristy or overwhelming. It's the kind of market where you can just wander around, enjoy the mood, and discover small stands with crafts, snacks and drinks. Belvedere isn't a huge Christmas market, but it's perfect if you want to combine sightseeing with a festive stop. You can visit the palace and the museum first, and then walk straight out into a cozy market in the gardens. A great food option here is Käsespätzle, an Austrian classic, and they serve it in a portion that's basically restaurant-sized. Warm, filling and perfect for colder evenings. And the best part, it costs only €11.90, which is cheaper than you would get it in most restaurants. The market might be small, but I think the setting and the combination with the palace make it a really enjoyable stop. Another very iconic Christmas market is the Karlsplatz Christmas market, so let's explore it. Karlsplatz is Vienna's artsy Christmas market, and you can feel it immediately. Almost everything here is handcrafted. Ceramics, jewelry, textiles and creative pieces you won't find anywhere else. So, if you're looking for something unique or want to support local artists, this is the place. It has a more alternative, creative atmosphere and is one of the most interesting markets for discovering original handmade items. Hirschtetten is one of Vienna's true hidden gem Christmas markets, as most tourists have never heard of it. and it's much more of a local favorite. What makes it stand out are the lights and decorations, of course, which are among the most beautiful in the city. Once it gets dark, it feels like walking through a small Christmas village. There are also two indoor areas, one filled with Christmas decorations and themed displays that are honestly the highlight of this Christmas market. They are not only showing Christmas decorations, but decorations for all major holidays. And another that hosts concerts and small performances. It's a great place to take your time and explore. Food-wise, there aren't as many options here, so it's better to come mainly for the atmosphere, the lights and the cozy local vibe. Stephansplatz is a small Christmas market, but it's a great stop if you're already exploring the old town. The stalls are mainly around the cathedral, giving it an iconic and very central feel. Just keep in mind that this is one of the most expensive markets in Vienna. Food and drinks are definitely on the higher end. Still, it's worth a visit for the cathedral views and as a quick festive break while walking through the city center. Am Hof is another really beautiful Christmas market, and what stands out here is the large variety of food options. It's perfect for strolling around and trying different things. One food you definitely have to try is langos. Even though it's originally Hungarian, it has become a very popular street food in Vienna. It essentially is a freshly fried flatbread topped with either garlic, sour cream, cheese or different kind of toppings. It is warm, crispy and ideal for a winter snack. Freyung has a much more traditional feel compared to some of Vienna's larger and more commercial Christmas markets. It's part of the Alt-Wiener Christkindlmarkt, one of the oldest market traditions in the city, and its setting, tucked between historic places and the Schottenstift monastery, give it a really charming old Vienna atmosphere. One of the highlights is the shop filled with Christmas decorations, perfect if you're looking for something special to take home. And whatever you do, make sure to try the apple cinnamon punch. It's honestly one of the tastiest I've had anywhere in Vienna and it only costs 5 euros. Of course, no visit to Vienna is complete without visiting the oldest and biggest Christmas market in town, the Rathaus. The Christmas market here at Rathausplatz is the oldest and biggest in Vienna, and it really shows, from the huge decorations to the ice skating ring that wraps around the park. It's honestly impressive, but also one of the most touristy markets and can get very crowded, especially on weekends. So, if you want to enjoy it without feeling overwhelmed, I suggest you to visit it on a weekday. If you have some extra time and want to see how Christmas markets look outside of Vienna, then Baden is a very good option for you. You can get there easily with the Badener Bahn from Karlsplatz, and the town has several small Christmas markets spread throughout the center. The nicest one of them all is right next to the casino. It's cozy, relaxed and noticeably cheaper. Punch is here around 5 euros and the mark deposit is only 3 euros, which is a refreshing break from Vienna's prices. So if you want a change of scenery, then come here to Baden. As you can see, it's very beautiful and way less touristy than most Christmas markets in Vienna. And if you want to see more about what you can see in Baden, then check out my video here. And that wraps up my tour of Vienna's Christmas markets this year. I'm really curious now. Which one is your personal favorite Christmas market? Is it one of the well-known ones like Rathaus or Schönbrunn? Or rather a lesser known one like Am Campus or Hirschtetten? Let me know in the comments. As always, if you have enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to subscribe, like and hit the notification bell in order to not miss any future videos. And see you next time.